Hey NFT crypto family, the topic that I'm going to talk about today is how to quantify and evaluate NFT project value in a system. This system consists of 4 steps. 1. Art with its subcategories, building with its subcategories and team, utility and its subcategories, community and its subcategories. The aim of this video is to be able to evaluate NFT projects so you can find undervalued projects that are offering similar features in the NFT market and to be able to help you determine a value independent of floor price, because sometimes a project may be higher than what it's worth or lower than what it's worth, and help you get better at identifying undervalued projects. Identify true builders, avoid rug pull projects, not financial advice, and help facilitate education in the NFT space about evaluating NFT projects so that the money in the space becomes smarter. And when the money becomes smarter, it moves towards builders and away from rug pulls, and so the space advances faster and less liquidity is drained out of the ecosystem. The first category is art. It's a 5-step system to evaluate the art of an NFT project. 1. How good or beautiful is the art from a scale of 1 to 10. 2. How high quality is the art from a scale of 1 to 10. 3. What is the art style and how good is it? For example, anime art, doodle art. If the example is anime art, is it the best in the world, like doodles, and did very, very well? On a scale of 1 to 10. 4. What is the art concept and is it pushed to the extreme? For example, when Goblin Town came out, Goblin Town represented like risk, bear market, degen, and an ugly concept, and that concept was pushed fully to the extreme. So identify if the concept is pushed to the extreme on a scale of 1 to 10. How experienced or skilled is the artist, and do they possess any special abilities? For example, have they been doing this type of art all their life? On a scale of 1 to 10. If you get a 10 for all of the art categories, then it's possible you may have a potential future blue chip on your hands. Only for the art, of course, only for the art. There's so many more categories which need to be evaluated, but only for the art. Section 2. When evaluating an NFT project, you want to be looking at the building and the team. And there's many subcategories and intricacies to identify in those subcategories that will help you to avoid projects that are not actually building or might even be rug pull projects, and helps you to identify the true builders in the space. The subcategories of building are as follows. Building speed, how fast are they building? And also team size plays an important factor in that. Proficiency at building value, how good are they at building utilities that have value? Building efficiency, building progress, building completion. For example, is there proof of work? What have they already completed? If they're building something or if they've built something, there has to be proof. Building communication. Do they have a weekly checklist that they've ticked off? Do they have completed tasks? Do they show their upcoming tasks? And do they have a plan for future expansion? Company runway. How long is the company runway? Are they building sustainably, and how is that funded? Do they perhaps have a revenue stream or streams? Mint fund and royalty distribution. Transparent allocation. The minimum amount of funds that should be put towards building is a minimum of 50%, although I recommend much higher. The minimum distribution for the team's wallet, not including the wages, is 50% or lower. The founders of a project shouldn't be lining their wallets with more than 50% of mint funds without any proper reasoning. Unless it's a charity project, a project specifically dedicated to raising funds for the founder himself or the team themselves, or for a specific reason. When looking at the team, there are 7 qualities to look for to identify the legitimacy of the team. 1. Team trustworthiness. 2. Team knowledge. 3. Team history. 4. The intention of the founder and their vision. Do they have a good intention? 5. Proof of work. 6. Team size. And 7. Longevity. Do they plan to actually stay in the space for a long time? Section 4. Utility. There are 5 factors that makes utility value, and they are effectiveness, integrity, longevity, relevancy, and high quality. You need to make sure that they satisfy these quality control criteria, which helps facilitate the value of the utility. There are hundreds of examples of utility, but I won't go through them today. If a utility that a project provides is very good at fulfilling the 5 features that makes a utility valuable, then it helps the utility to become more valuable or very valuable. Section 4, community. You want to look for 8 subcategories, which the stronger they are, the more valuable it is for a project and the more in demand the project can be. 1. Brand. 2. World building. 3. Memeability. 4. Culture. 5. Ecosystem. 6. Story. 7. Fun. 8. Entertainment. The more these community subcategories are grown, the more valuable a project. Say, for example, a new user enters the NFT space and then they see 1,000 projects. Out of these 1,000 projects, there's a community which has grown a lot. It's really active, they make a lot of noise, and they're the most famous community. What happens is the new user, because of such a strong community, will be most attracted to this specific project due to how strong the community is. And since this project has the strongest community out of all 1,000 projects, it attracts new participants and brings their attention the most. And what happens is this creates demand for the project, and it causes buying pressure, thus increasing the value of a project which has nurtured and grown its community, which is the same for all the other 8 subcategories. The more the brand is promoted, the greater and the stronger the culture is. The more nurtured these 8 categories are of our community, the more valuable the project is. In conclusion, there are 4 main categories with many subcategories. If the art passes the 5 subcategories with flying colors, then the art has a lot of potential. If all the subcategories of building are checked very well, then you can protect yourself more against rugs and have a greater ability to identify the true builders. The better they are at building, the more valuable the project is. Team. The better the subcategories are, the more legitimate the team is, and the more valuable their talent is, and the more valuable the NFT project becomes. Utility. The better they can fulfill the 5 categories, the more it facilitates the value of the NFT project utility, and thus the NFT project becomes more valuable. Lastly, community. If any of the 8 categories are very strong and are growing and keep growing, it adds value to the project through community and its subcategories. Thank you very much for listening to my video. I hope that this video was able to help you guys evaluate projects better, and you can compare the utilities that a project offers compared to other projects on the market that offer similar utilities, and evaluating how they fulfill these 5 criteria to compare the value of similar projects offering the similar utility on the market. I hope this video helped to evaluate NFT projects better and help you find undervalued projects, protect from rugs, and identifying true builders. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.